I guess it's been about 3 weeks now since the launch of COD World War II, the greatest Call of Duty since Infinite Warfare. And my initial video I made said, hey, don't buy this game. It's trash. It's bad. Don't waste your money. Buy something else. And for the most part, unless you're a super hardcore Call of Duty fan or a person who doesn't expect much out of a game and just wants something that's dumb, sort of like the McDonald's people like to use as gaming, Call of Duty, then go ahead, buy the game. But here's the thing. Most people, especially people that watch this video, people who are invested in Call of Duty, people who are actually watching YouTube videos, Call of Duty YouTube videos for that matter, definitely 110% expect too much from this franchise, which we should. We really should expect a lot from this franchise because it at one time was the greatest game and the greatest shooter on, well, console at least, and definitely not on PC. Well, COD 4, take that back, on PC was done right, gaming experience. But Call of Duty now has become boring. It really has, for most people. I mean, someone like myself and a lot of you watching this video have been playing Call of Duty for years. Me, over 10 years. And no matter how good the game is, eventually you're just going to get franchise burnout, franchise tired, franchise fatigue, whatever you want to call it. In one way or another, it's not going to be as exciting as it once was. We all know how that is in real life. Also, we've had long-term relationships. You know, when you first fall in love, you can't expect that feeling of being in love and crazy heart fluttertions and you got a huge heart raging boner to last forever for most people. And that is just how Call of Duty is, and that's how life is in general. You can't eat chocolate cake and steak every day, otherwise you're going to get tired of it. But we still think that Call of Duty every year, for whatever reason, whether it be some kind of manipulation in the algorithm of the game or some kind of coding that somehow fires off neurons in our brain and releases dopamines and serotonin and gets us all excited when we play the game, sort of like you're always chasing the dragon. And I really think that's what Call of Duty is. I think if we were to look into it, I bet a neuroscientist could find a connection that is similar between like heroin chasing the dragon and the Call of Duty chasing the dragon, the feeling that you get, and a scratch is kind of itch when you're doing very well in Call of Duty that makes you want to come back for more. But for the most part now, that itch is pretty much just gone. Like, it's not even there anymore. And Call of Duty, long story short, is just an okay game. It's way overhyped. People expect too much. Myself, I don't really expect as much anymore. I know it's not going to be that great. I don't think Black Ops 4 is going to save the day. And if you do, then, I mean, come on. Let's just be honest. It's not. Treyarch, Black Ops 2 was fun. It's a good game. But you know what? They're just Call of Duties at the end of the day. And it is just video games. And the days of the past are sort of where they are. They're in the past. In the future, sure, Call of Duty is going to stick around. It still may sell the most. COD World War II, people are super excited for it, boots on the ground, but we all know, for the most part, not everybody, but I'd say a small majority of the people for sure would agree that after playing an hour or so of COD World War II, you're kind of bored, you turn it off. It's underwhelming, the kill streaks aren't as much fun, and it just seems like the developers have, no matter what they do actually, I mean, we think like, oh, we should go back to the old ways, like how Modern Warfare 2 was. We got to go back, and we got to play how COD was back then when it was awesome with kill streaks. And I think if they brought that back, we'd still have the same thing, because it is kind of like gaming fatigue. It is franchise fatigue. We're kind of bored of it. It's played out. It's not that great like it used to be. It's never going to be like it was. And I think you just have to accept it for what it is. It's a casual shooter. They try to make it into a big deal. They try to hype it up. The advertising, all that nonsense, the esports, all the Call of Duty YouTubers out here getting paid to make the game seem super amazing when it's not really that amazing. And no matter how smart you are, no matter how capable you are of critical thinking, you sort of get wound up into it. The halcyon days, you know, the memories of the past. And you sort of get into it like, oh yeah, this year. And it's fun. It's okay. But the point is that Call of Duty is an overhyped game now. It once was great. It's still not a bad game. When you look at it, it's just not going to live up to expectations. And every year you're going to come away a little bit disappointed because you're expecting too much, present company included. And you know what? Just accept it for what it is. It's a dumb McDonald's shooter game. Have a little fun. Forget about it, man. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. Because also, there's so many problems with the game now that when you first started getting the game, you would overlook. If you go back and play COD 4, the original one, there's always kind of glitches out in the map spots. People are head glitching. People have been doing that stuff since day one. And at the end of the day, you're just sort of sick and tired of it. You're just like tired of this shit. You're tired of the nonsense. Your patience for it is at an all-time minimum. So you don't have any more room. There's nothing left in you to give that you can care about this game anymore, or in you rather, that you would give you to have some kind of patience for it, because your patience is done. So it's a very tough situation for the developers. I'm just joking. F*** the developers. Sound like goddamn Merc music there. But it's just, it is what it is. And there's other games coming out. Is that PUBG is coming in 2 weeks to Xbox. And I think it's a 6-month or a year-long exclusivity that PUBG has or Xbox has of PUBG. And then it'll come to PlayStation 4, which is too bad. Because if it was all console release starting in 2 weeks, I would almost 110% guarantee that COD will definitely be down the tubes. Like, it'll be gone. Like, people don't understand. There's a lot of people playing Fortnite on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox and like, oh, it's just so much fun. They're really appreciating it. It's a free game. But PUBG, I'm telling you right now, completely blows that Fortnite out the water. There's no comparison. Fortnite's fun, don't get me wrong, it's a cool game for what it is, but once you play PUBG, you're gonna be like, whoa, it's on a whole nother level. I don't explain it. The gun plays better, the guns, I said guns twice, the gun plays better, now I said it 3 times, vehicles, there's just so much more meta involved, there's so much more strategy, dealing with circles more so and people, and it's just, it's more buildings, it's just a lot more fun. Fortnite's a little too cartoony for me, and I mean, I haven't enjoyed it as much, but Xbox, 2 weeks, PUBG's coming. I 110% believe we will see a decline in the numbers on COD big time, at least on Xbox. PlayStation kind of has no choice. You can still play Fortnite, and that's unfortunate. I mean, damn, go get an Xbox One for cheap, maybe if you can find it, because the Xbox One X out. Play some PUBGs. I mean, people said this about Titanfall 2 as well, might I add. People said that on Titanfall when it first came out. I went and bought an Xbox One because I so much believed in Respawn Entertainment that they were going to make an amazing game, that it was the Call of Duty killer, but it wasn't. I don't think it's because COD was so powerful. I just think Respawn and I just think Titanfall wasn't as good as it could be. It's a good game, but it's not enough to dethrone Call of Duty for the majority of people. PUBG, I'm telling you right now, brother, first-person shooter, the Twitch shooter is kind of getting long in the teeth. It's kind of getting boring, as I've said 5 minutes into this video before this. And PUBG, King of the Kill, Battle Royale type game, I think is the new big dog on the block. And I think it's the new game. Watch what happens. I bet you Treyarch right now realized this, and Activision did, and they told Treyarch to stop making what they were making and make a Battle Royale Call of Duty game, which would be pretty good. But unfortunately, it would have the Call of Duty hands and Activision's hands in it, and I'm not really a big fan of that company, as we all know. So in 2 weeks, PUBG comes out, and I think, quite frankly, it's not a full price game. I think it's $30, $40 at most, which is a pretty good deal. I've got over 600 hours into the game itself on PC. I've heard people who have played it on console, and they've all said really, really good things about it. Like, it's a great game, it plays really well. I'm not sure how it's going to play compared to PC, but like I said, it looks promising. I hope it's going to be good. Fortnite was good, so I mean, I can't see why PUBG wouldn't be good, because Fortnite pretty much just copied PUBG's and went with it and uploaded like a quick game, and it turned out pretty well. I mean, this #1 game, PUBG, is #1 game, might I add, on PC, like by far, leaps and bounds. I think it's the first kind of game like that that has such huge numbers, and I don't see why that wouldn't correlate and transfer over when it comes to console like Xbox One or PlayStation 4, hopefully not too long, because there's a great opportunity right now for PUBG to become the #1 game for online multiplayer in the world on console and PC. Like I said, it's already #1 on PC. I think it had over 2-something million people, but you know what? Those numbers are a bit skewed as well. I'm gonna have to be honest. The numbers on PUBG for PC are a bit higher than one would expect, because there's 1.7 billion Chinese people that have access to that game, and when you have that huge of a market, the numbers are gonna go up. But the numbers in North America still are amazing and huge. That's what she said. So, guys, Call of Duty World War II, Call of Duty in general, it's kind of played out. It's a bit boring. I think I've said this kind of stuff before in my videos in the past, and we expect too much from it. It's just, it is what it is. Lower your expectations, you know what I'm saying? Lower expectations. Anybody remember that from Saturday Night Live? Maybe don't. Was it Saturday Night Live or In Living Color? Or Almost Live? I think it was from the TV show called Almost Live, which was after Saturday Night Live, and they're from Seattle. I'm going to show you a little clip here of it. Why not? It's hilarious, because you guys won't have a reference. I want to show it to you. Check this out.
Lowered expectations.
Are you desirably impaired? Do you find yourself serving punch at parties? Would you describe yourself as shy, old-fashioned, not on anyone's A-list?
Damn, I had every single one wrong. It wasn't Almost Live, wasn't Saturday Night Live, it wasn't In Living Color, it was Mad TV. Anyways, whatever. Lowered expectations. Call of Duty World War II. Alright, everybody, thank you for watching the video. My name's 8 Thoughts, and last but not least, hey, if you enjoyed the video, subscribe. If you really liked the video, send me some underwear. The more soiled, the better it is. Yeah. And last but not least, stay black. I'm going down Gregor Reptilian Shapeshifter building the moon base harp, the spade chemtrails. 9/11 says on job, just Google Tower 7. The Bohemian Grove, Worshiping Owls, the Earth is flat, the moon landing is fake. Alex Jones and Bill Hicks, white men bring you down.
Yay!